This is the Options app, and we're going to use the option in the red stripe called RT, which stands for real time. But we're also going to use trail to get to a position where we can use the real time. So we'll start the trail. And we'll look for something that we can make changes to and see what the outcome is. So we're going to advance another 9. Here we see it making the background. In particular, here's the color being set to 970. I am going to click on that instruction line. What that's going to do is make that line the last yellow highlighted line. That is where RT goes, to the last yellow highlighted line. Alright, so I'm going to turn the trail off, and I'm going to say go to RT. Well, there you see, RT went to that color. Well, there's no blue in the color of the background, so I'm going to change that from 0 to 9. Now the background changed, and that change has actually been made to the program. So I'm going to want to change it back again, because if this program were saved with that 9 there, program would be different. I'm going to change it back the way it was. Alright, so there's one change we could make. Now we'll turn RT off, we go back to the trail, and we'll advance a few 9s till we see something interesting to change. Well, we could change the size of things and the position of things. Here is a position of X. Let's click on that line. Alright, I made that the last highlighted yellow line. Turn trail off, go to RT, that's where it should go to. Well, it did. Said the X value is 880. What if I changed it to 480? Ah, now we see what we're controlling. We're controlling the green box. Notice that the green box is not at all inside of the subcanvas area, because you read the rules, green only if over red. Well, we're going to change that back to 880 and put it back over there where it belongs. Alright, that's one thing we could change. Turn RT off, go back to the trail. Now I don't want to advance 90. See what we can find. Ah, what we find is it's making the numbers into the brown box. Alright, it's going around the loop. Boy, that'd be interesting if we change the number of times that it went around the loop. So I'm going to click on the next instruction, leave the trail, go to RT, and here is the next instruction. It says it, do it to I gets to 12, changing 1 at a time. What if I told it to change 2 at a time? What would happen? Alright, 2 at a time. Oh, well, changes 2 at a time. It's 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and the loop ended. Well, that's not what we want. We want all 13 options, so we'll change that back to a 1. Notice we're doing these things in real time. We get to see the result of our change right away. Well, there's some other things we could change. Color, the font, X and Y values. Some things we really wouldn't want to change, and things like the state here, that's got to be 0 or 1 or we're going to have problems. Well, we'll take RT off again, go back to the trail. We'll go 90 of them, and then a bunch of 9s to get through there. We see the text at the bottom. Here it just wrote that text depending on the value of state. We advance another 9. It wrote the text at the bottom for option 2 because we're in option 2. The other thing, well, let's take a look at something else maybe. Well, we could look at the pattern. Let's click on pattern. So we get that will be the last highlighted yellow line. Leave the trail. We go to RT. There it is at pattern. It says use pattern 6. Well, what if we use pattern 7? What's going to happen? We get a 7-sided figure instead of 6-sided. We no longer have hexagons. Well, we want hexagons. They look nice. Change it back to 6. Alright, we could change that. End of RT. Well, you see what we can do by using trail to find the place where we want to make the change. We didn't even have to go to the program itself and make the change. We could use trail to find a position, then use RT to make the change. Okay, that's the end of this video.